Here's where you plug in your power cord, and here's where you plug in your foot control. This is the on-off switch, the hand wheel, the bobbin winding spindle, and this is the bobbin winding stopper. Here's the handle and the spool pin. Here are some thread guides, and here is the bobbin winder tension guide. This is the presser foot pressure dial. Most of the time you want it right there at 2. The upper thread tension, and here is the take-up lever. Your side thread cutter. This is your buttonhole lever, and when you're not using it, it stores right up there. This is the needle threader. See my threading video for more about that. This is your needle plate with lots of handy lines for sewing nice straight seams. This is where you put in your bobbin. Move this switch to the right and you can lift off the cover like that. Presser foot lifter, you lift it up like this and you can lift it extra high for those lofty fabrics. Your reverse button right here, and above that is your start-stop button. To use the start-stop button, you want to unplug your foot control. Push and hold it briefly. Push it a second time and it stops. This is your needle up, needle down buttons. Press it once for the needle to go all the way down. Press it a second time for the needle to come all the way up. This eliminates the need to always be using your hand wheel for the needle position. This is your tie-off button. When you push this, it will give you a little knot on the back of your fabric by taking a few stitches. It is a nice clean finish. This is your thread cutting button, so after you've done a tie-off, you can push this button and will cut your threads and pull the tails to the back of your fabric. Here's your speed slider. This governs the maximum amount of speed that you can go. Now if you have it all the way up, you can go as fast as you want to, and of course you can always go slower if you're using your foot control by just not pressing as much on the foot control. But if you're doing something careful like applique, you may want to have it at a slower speed. This is your display up here. This is your stitch control panel. I have another video on how to use this, but I will say this, when you are on M1, that means you are now with direct select stitches here, meaning the picture that's next to the number is the stitch that you're going to get. So for instance, if you wanted to do a zigzag, just press 5, and there you go. To get back into straight stitching, press 1. And we have a stitch chart right here with utility stitches, decorative stitches, more decorative stitches, and letters in 2 fonts. And we have a handy ruler right here, both in centimeters and in inches. Here's your accessory tray with storage in the front and in the back for your most often used accessories. Also, this comes off, revealing a free arm that you can use for hemming your pants and jeans. And in the bottom of the accessory tray is this handy stitch chart showing the most commonly used sewing stitches for wovens, leather and vinyl, and knits. Also, this comes out, and we can put this at the top of our machine for handy reference using this little holder that you have in your accessories. Here's the feed dog lever. Push the lever to the right, and the feed dogs go down. To bring them back up, push it back the other way, and take a stitch using your needle up, needle down, and the feed dogs come right back up. If you found this video to be helpful, give us a thumbs up. And if you have comments, questions, or ideas for other videos you'd like to see, let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.